One of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri's spiritual sons has been arrested, according to a report published by MT7. One of his spiritual sons, who's been with him quite a while, by the name of Prophet Didi Isaac, he has been arrested according to the Mandam over there. And this story here, quite an interesting one. I've seen a lot of people next to Bushiri. We've seen a lot of people come into light or come into celebrityhood, or they become known, later on disappear, or they tend not to be known. But Didi was known. Personally, I did know about him a little bit earlier on, but I never really followed a lot of his stories. I just kind of like saw them and then passed. I remember one of the stories that actually a lot of us might actually remember, when there was an announcement that a church recently didn't find their pastor. All of a sudden, the pastor made an announcement when he was gone. If you remember that story, a while ago, a few years back, yeah, he is the one that had actually disappeared. He was the one who was part of this church. The church got there, Mandems was not there. How? Mfundisi was gone, labored off all the way back to his country in Zambia. He started a church over there. He was doing what he was doing. Now, at this point, it's not known exactly what has got Mandem in trouble or what has got him arrested. But the most interesting part is that this provides a lot of scenery back into his running from South Africa. I wonder, why was he running? What had happened that caused him to see spiritual fatherhood and then he himself go off? And then 2-3 years later, he himself is now facing the aspect of the law. Is it the same thing? Is it that the Mandem got involved with some dodgy man type things, and now when he got that side, he didn't stop doing dodgy man type things? We don't know at the moment, but I'm sure we will definitely find out. And if by now there are no reports, we are saying go investigate. You journalists, it's very hard to find stories sometimes about like full detail on certain stories sometimes, until we actually start, because nowadays, let's face it, we are the news, because most of these publications, they wait for us to make the story, then they publish what we've said, or they publish nothing new, or they publish details just to further the story from what we have mentioned. I've seen stories which are not even stories until people start talking about them on social media. So hopefully we'll be able to get some details. Hello, journalists, can journalism take place? Can journalism take place? What is going on over there in Zambia? What has caused the Mandem to be arrested? Is it just questioning? Or is it a situation in his church? Or is it church complaints? Or what exactly is going on? But this type of details might come out later. But very interesting. I didn't cover the story when he ditched his church. But it's quite interesting to see that after ditching his church, he goes back home and then gets in trouble with the law. Or we hear that there is issues with the law, or there is something going on. You know, the police don't just wake up and arrest ninjas, okay? There must be something that's going on that kind of informs them to making such decisions. So what has happened? Hopefully we will find out and get back to you with an update on this particular story. And if I don't, and you see something, holla at your boy. Do alert me when you do see it so that we can know. The aim of this is for us to keep aware what's happening in the church in general, and those that claim to be part of the church. Remember, the Bible says that there will be tares among the wheat, and those tares is the angels that will uproot them. I know sometimes we feel like, yeah, we can be soldier, until up to a point where charlatans are not there. The Bible says that the angels are the ones that will uproot. The angels will be sent forth to gather his herd. Is that reality show with the Daily Christian Commentary videos? I wanted to post this out to say, if you do see something that informs us about what actually happened, is it related to his runaway? entire Khwajez when he then made an announcement when he got back to his country, or is it a new situation, or is it just police random investigations because they can call up somebody just to investigate a matter or to get a statement from them? And so hopefully we get those details. It's Ricky. Other episodes down today, down in the pinned comments, and I'll see you in a second.